Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. And today I'm going to do a short video. It's going to be entitled "Some Things That Are Funny" and slash thank you. And some things that are funny are, I'm going to talk about some experiences that I've had on YouTube. And the other topic is thank you, thanking the people that have made my channel what it is, as far as the support. You guys that have supported the DVD lesson sales, thank you. The guys that have supported the tabbing service, and just everybody in general who has chimed in to just continuously keep me going. The first one, I'm going to tackle the first one first. Again, it's called Something Funny. And from time to time, I'm going to share interactions with some of my subscribers, because it all started, this video idea started with one of my good friends on another channel, and put his name up there because I can't pronounce it. And he is kind of like my rock counterpart. He has quite a few videos of over 1,000. He's an extremely good guitar player. He said he just plays by ear, so he's a natural. So I contacted him because he did a cover of ABBA Dancing Queen. I said, I want to kind of do something a little different, a little disco, because what's interesting about that song is I got like 5 disco books, and that song is not in none of them. So I'm like, okay, we might have some copyright issues. So that's why I thought I'd check in with him. And he said, I haven't had any problems. I posted that video about a year ago, but, it doesn't make a difference to me at this point. I'm about to shut it down. And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, I do this for free out the kindness of my heart, like I do for my channel. And he said that, I get a lot of negativity, and I'm like, I understand. I get a lot of it, too, that's not even warranted, so I totally understand what you're saying. But I'm going to leave a link down here where you can contact, or should I say you can subscribe to him and, give him some encouragement and give him some support, because he's a really good guy and an extremely good guitar player. Anything you want to know about rock as far as the rock covers, just about the majority of his covers are rock covers and some disco stuff. So, you might want to check in with him from time to time and, get, some insight on how to play these songs, because he's pretty accurate too. And so that kind of sparked this video, because I'm just going to share with you guys some of the stuff that I interact or have interactions with the people. And it's negative, and some people say, well, don't focus on the negative. And I'm not, but the reason why I'm doing this is it's important to educate people, because there's some people that don't realize they're stupid or idiots. And until you call them out, they continue to do what they do. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to turn negative into something positive. So the first one is this, and I constantly still get this. It's very hilarious. I did a cover of a Earth, Wind & Fire song. I'm not quite sure which one, I forget, because I've done so many Earth, Wind & Fire songs. I'm a huge fan. And I get the typical, the chords are wrong. And then my response was, 100% of the Earth, Wind & Fire stuff that I do, because I got every book that they've ever printed, every book. The stuff that I do on Earth, Wind & Fire, 100% of the time, I play from the sheet music. I don't guess, because professionals don't guess. If you got the sheet music, you play it. Because there's so much stuff in Earth, Wind & Fire stuff that you'll miss, because it's just, they got so many elaborate chords and things and timing going on that a lot of times back here, you can't catch all that stuff. So I find it very interesting and hilarious when I get people to, oh, you don't know what you're playing, or it's playing wrong. When in actuality, they've been playing these songs wrong all their lives, and they refuse to just, acknowledge that they're wrong. Because it ain't an issue or game of I'm wrong and you right, or I'm right and you wrong. It got nothing to do with that. It's about just playing it to the letter. Because I have over 350 songbooks, and I've only seen 2 errors in the entire time I've been playing thousands of pieces of sheet music. And one of them was just a plain old typo. The second one was just one chord in the song that was wrong. That's it. So the accuracy of sheet music is like 99.9. So when I get people that want to, challenge me when it comes to the sheet music versus what they think is right, it's hilarious. They ain't got a leg to stand on. So I just find it interesting, because sometimes it's just people that got nothing to do. They just put something out that is negative and they're expecting to keep it going. But, the reality is I rarely ever play anything that's wrong, because I do my research. There are a few songs that when I tried to tackle them, the voicing didn't sound right, I don't post them. But for the most part, the ones that get posted are the ones that I approve, because everything seems to be in order. So that's that. The second one is this one. I recently did, well, actually about a year ago, I did a cover of Average White Band, Pick Up the Pieces. And for those who don't know, that particular song was a nod to James Brown. You know, I mean, if you listen to it, it's obvious because people from England appreciate the Motown sound, the R&B sound from the States, and they emulate it. So, you know, that was just basically a James Brown song and one of Average White Man's biggest songs. And that song for a guitar player is easy because it's just one chord like most James Brown songs. The difference is they changed the rhythm up to make it sound more busy, but it's the same chord. And the chord in that song is an F minor 7. And the guitar player just basically plays that the entire time. So, you know, I posted it, and then I get this comment from this guy. Okay, I see you playing the F minor 7 chord. What about the other chords? And I'm saying to myself, my hands ain't really moving, you know, from that position. I'm like, that's it, question mark. Then he went into this, you know, he wanted to throw the theory thing at me. Oh, what theory says, blah, blah, blah. And my response was, if you're so, you know, good with theory, or, you know, theory is your thing, shouldn't you be teaching me this? You know, so that's an example of that theory nonsense. When you get people that can't play, they want to throw the theory thing at you. And it doesn't fly because it's not about reading this. It's about feeling your instrument and people hearing you and feel that you and tell that you're feeling your instrument. That's what it's about. This is just to help you get to your physical aspect of playing. That's it. But you got some people that want to be experts in this, and it's like, okay, well, unless you plan on just sitting down and writing scores for people that can't tabulate their music to paper, that's fine. But don't bring that nonsense to me about how, you know what you're doing, because if you did, you wouldn't be asking me questions, you know. So it's just interesting the interaction that you have with people that don't know what they're doing or don't know what they're talking about. But again, this video is not geared to be negative. It's to educate some people that need to be educated, you know. So the next one is, you know, I get thousands of requests a year. You know, I mean, literally I get hundreds a day. And I can't fill all of those. You know, the people that go through the tabbing service, you 100% guaranteed that you're going to get your song posted or sent out to DVD to your home. And a lot of people don't realize how much effort it goes into this. And this is why me and the other person from the other channel, you know, we had this interaction because I understand, you know, this takes a while to put together. It takes sometimes an hour or two to put one song together, free. You know, we're doing it out the kindness of our heart to continue to pass on knowledge. You know, so I was kind of sad if he's going to shut his channel down because he's a good guitar player. So I get people sometimes that do this. Actually, this is an actual story. One guy said, man, I love your channel, love what you're doing. And then he sent me a list of songs, about 6 of them. And he said, I'm going to send you some more songs. I'm like, who's going to do these songs for free? I mean, you know, I'm not here to charge anybody, but I'm not here to be taken advantage of or think that I'm your personal jukebox because I got over 10,000 subscribers already, just about. So these other people want some of their stuff done or whatever too. So it's not fair to them that my time get monopolized with one person that ain't paying nothing for no tabbing service. You know, it's just not fair. You know, and I contact them. I said, you know what? I get a lot of requests today, and it's just impossible to do you and do 6 of your songs and more comment. I said, you know, if you want to be guaranteed these songs to be posted or sent to you, you got to go through the tapping service. Didn't hear from them no more. You know, so it's interesting. You get people that just want stuff for free and don't realize that, you know, it's not fair to other people that, you know, pay for the tapping service. So I find that interesting. There's nothing wrong, you know, and I encourage you that every blue moon, you might have a favorite song and you throw it out there. If I had time, I'd do it. I've done it before, but I'm not taking a laundry list, you know, and it's like, come on, man, you know, it's ridiculous. Okay, so I guess that's about it. I'm going to wrap this up as far as the something funny segment. And then just kind of, you know, turn around and make it positive. The topic is thank you. I thank all the people that come to my channel on a daily basis and enjoy my videos and give me positive feedback. You know, I appreciate it, and that's my reward as far as my hard, free work. You know, and I just want to take a moment out because unfortunately I'm not going to get everybody, but I just want to send out shots to people that are very consistent in that department. And one of them is Roy. You know, I appreciate you, Roy. You know, you love the old school stuff, and when I can, you know, I post stuff for you, and I appreciate the funds you send me to post some stuff and do some stuff. I really appreciate your comments and just, you know, your ongoing support of my channel. And Sal, my favorite drummer, or Rhythmatic, my favorite drummer on YouTube. I've learned so much from you, and you're the one that made me pull out my drums and say, hey, let me get back in the groove. You know, so I appreciate it. I'm going to leave a link down here so you can subscribe to his channel because he's a phenomenal drummer. Larry, old school funk. I appreciate you because without you, I wouldn't have these large numbers because you're the one that kind of put that in my head to say, hey man, you about to reach 1,000, 1,000 songs. Because when I first started to start my channel, I had no idea that I was going to have this many videos. Honest to God, I thought I was going to post like 100 songs and be done because I'm like, that's all I think I can do off the top of my head. But as I kept going and reading off the sheet music, I'm like, this can continue on for a very long time. So I thank you, Larry, for your support and your support for the tabbing service, too. Really appreciate it. Next is the two Eddies, Mr. Brown and Mr. Abrams. I appreciate you guys. Mr. Brown, I appreciate you all. But a special thanks to you because on a monthly basis, Mr. Brown sends me a list of tab song service for me to do. So I really appreciate your business, sir, and hopefully we can keep it going because I know in your last email, it's like, I'm running out of songs to give you. And I understand at some point in time it's going to come to an end because it's been a long time that you've been sending me these requests and I've been filling them. So at some point in time, I understand it's going to be over because, I've given you quite a few of the songs, for your per your request. And let me see. Oh, Tracy Rich, I refer to you as my Detroit brother. I appreciate the comments and the support, and right back at you. Leave a link down here for your channel for people to subscribe and check you out because you are really a good guitar player. Natalie, the bass player. I appreciate. There's a couple of things that I like about your playing, and I'll leave a link down here for people to subscribe to you because they need to check you out. Is you are attention to detail when it comes to your tone. Not too many bass players can figure it out that that bass, in my opinion, and drums are very hard to mic up and record and get a good sound. A lot of times the bass is too fuzzy because it's a heavy a tone, a frequency. And then when they want to do the slap thing, it's not bright enough to really sound, real snappy. But you got that down because, again, I've heard a lot of bass players on YouTube and in professional settings, and you got a very good tone. And then what I also like about you is the fact that you're like me when it comes to music. There is no boundaries. You're playing everything, R&B, classical, country, and music is universal. Music is the only form of communication where if I were to take this book over to Japan tomorrow and sit down with some musicians, they can read from it because music has one language. And that's just so amazing to me that music has one language. When we, as far as our vocabulary, we got different dialects and languages all over the world, but music is the only form of communication that is universal, so that's a great thing. And also, I wish you the best with your photography because, my first passion is theater, or should I say movies and TV things. I like to do short stories. My first love was being an actor. Long before I picked up a guitar, I'm like, I want to kind of act. But that's an extremely competitive field, and I was like, I made the right choice. Music was the better one, the most profitable one. But now as I got older, I have time to, reflect back on some things that I wanted to do and do them because, again, I love doing short films. I love them. And I'm going to continue this year to do more of those, So, appreciate it. And last shout out to Earl from the Max Proud channel. And most of us know Earl in the YouTube community and the bass community. Earl is a very intelligent, honest guy. And when you check out his channel, you pick that up immediately, that Earl is just an honest guy. He's a down-to-earth guy, and he speaks the truth. He hasn't no hidden agenda. And his love and passion for excess basses, and Earl, I totally agree with you. Because I'm one of them people too, Earl. I don't believe in spending $700, $800, $900, $1200, $3,000 on guitars. That's not going to make you a good guitar player. Practicing does, But we've been caught up in the marketing BS to be, taught that this is supposed to make you a better guitar player. You can't become a better guitar player unless you go spend $2,000 on guitars. So it's nonsense. And I'm glad there's somebody out there like you or that's kind of putting that word out that, it doesn't have to be that way. Save $700, $800 of that money and put it towards your kids' college tuition or a foundation or something, as opposed to overpaying for product. Because retail, that's just the name of the game, and it's understandable. There's a huge markup because they need to make a profit. I appreciate your patronage as far as my channel and the comments too. But until next time, take care.